What's going on, guys? Romo the Roamer here. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make 20% more profit when initially pricing your book. And before I dive into this, I want you to know it's super important when you initially price your book because you could forever change the trajectory of the buy box. For example, if there's a book without a lot of offers, let's say you're the only seller on the listing, and you price that book at $15, well, if 2 or 3 more people hop on the listing, now the market value price is $15. And so to bring the value of that book up, to bring the price of that book up, it's going to be very difficult because you initially priced it at 15. So now that's the market value. Hopefully that makes sense. This even happens if books already have other sellers on the listing. If you happen to hop on the listing and price too low, you can forever bring the price down, if that makes sense. Let's say a book was consistently selling for $60 and for whatever reason you price it at $35, you could bring the market value down to $35 forever. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I do in order to make 20% more profit. So let's look at this book right here. You can see that this book is selling prime for $84. And then we always have our non-prime offers down here. So Amazon likes to hide these from people because Amazon wants to sell prime books for a couple of reasons. Number one, they know that the user is going to get the item freakishly fast. Amazon is a consumer-centric business. They want the customers to be happy. And if their users order prime, they're going to get the item in 2 days. And you've heard people talking about how awesome Amazon Prime is. And so they know it's a good service. That's why they offer that. Number two, if they order from here, they're actually ordering directly from merchants, which means these people do not sell on Amazon FBA. These items are not at Amazon's warehouses. And because they're not at Amazon's warehouses, Amazon doesn't prioritize them. Amazon's going to prioritize the books that are at their warehouses because they don't want your books sitting at their warehouse forever, so they'd rather it sell. So those two variables are really what allow this prime bump to exist. So this book is currently selling for, what is that, $17 more than the lowest offer. So bare bones, if all you get from this video is don't price at the lowest offer, then you're already going to make more money. Don't price at the lowest offer, price at the lowest prime offer, or at least the buy box. So traditionally, there's been a lot of softwares that have helped us with this. Accelerlist, I think ScanLister does, Inventory Lab, but they never really price above the buy box. And so if you look here, if you really want to make the most money on this, first of all, let's look at this Keep It graph. You can see, I'll take out some of this fluff here. You can see the price of this book fluctuates like crazy. You can see over the course of a year, the price has gone up to $115, and it's been as low as it looks like it dropped to like $10 for a day. And in years past, this book used to sell for a ton. So you can sell this for more than $84. So let's look at the prime offers. Boom. Now it's only showing prime. So now what the technique is to look for price gaps. So the lowest offer is $84.93. And as we work up, it goes up to $90, just the third offer. So when this book sells, or however many books they have sell, looks like he's got a lot. He's got 287. This book is actually tanking in price. Textbooks do that. There's a new edition out, so this book is becoming trash. It will become trash, especially since this guy has 287 copies. But let's pretend he has 1 copy, which is the case for a lot of books. We could go down and we could see quickly this price goes to $143. The interesting thing is Amazon's pricing this at $143. Amazon knows that they can sell this book for more. So they're actually pricing this at, what is that, $60 higher? Around $60 higher. So they're going to make $60 more than the current person selling this. So how do you do this at scale? This is annoying to do for every single book. If you're listing books, you don't want to have to open up Keepa every single time. I've actually developed this software. Currently, it's free if you're watching this video anytime soon, as soon as I publish it. Currently, this software is free, and essentially what we do is when you list a book, well, if you list a restricted book, it'll also add it directly to a restricted inventory batch, but that's a whole nother point. If you guys don't know what that is, don't worry about it. I'll show you the settings real quick. If we go to pricing rules, you can see here's the triggers that I've set up. So every new user who makes an account, you can make an account for free at gotolister.com. That's gotolister.com. You can sign up for an account here, and when you do, sorry, I keep looking over there because I'm in a coffee shop, and I apologize for the music too. My friend's about to be here. But if you look here, we have rank ranges. So any book under 125,000 rank, we are going to try and price it at the fourth lowest FBA slot. So this is going to allow you to make a lot more money per book. And even if you don't use this software, there's a lot of opportunity just in checking out what are all the FBA offers. Sometimes even my software doesn't have access to all the FBA offers. And so looking at the FBA offers here, it's going to allow you to, if there's a significant price gap, from $84, let's say this was the second offer, $143, price it somewhere in between there, and you're going to make an extra 20, 30, 40, even $60 like Amazon Warehouse is, just by pricing a little bit higher and being patient and waiting for these guys to sell out. So what my software does is it basically, if the information's available in the API, it is going to allow you to automatically price the book at the fourth FBA offer. And then obviously, if the book doesn't sell very often, we're not going to be that aggressive with it. We're going to start matching buy box. We might even go below the buy box just to make sure that you sell your book. And you can also change these. You can create new pricing rules, but the default triggers are the smart pricing triggers. And so that'll automatically be set up in your account. Currently, CDs, DVDs, these are, hopefully in the next few days, we'll have these. Currently working on that, but yeah, that's it. So if you guys want, go to gotolister.com. It's lister.com. I believe gotolister.com works as well. And you can, nope, doesn't. It will in the future. I'll have my team fix that. But lister.com should work. You can sign up for a free account. We do have a Facebook group as well. So if you just go on Facebook, I'll link both the links below in this video. For the Facebook group, that's where we give all the feedback. If you guys have any additional feedback to give, simply email me at info@restrictedinventory.com. And one more really cool thing about this is, like, let's say you're listing a book, right? And you find out that you're restricted in the book. So most people are restricted in this book. This account right here is restricted in this book. Let me make sure. Does this right? Okay. So it's going to tell you that you're restricted. This is a commonly restricted item. Would you like to add this to the restricted batch? And what this does, this won't appear if you can sell it. This only appears if you cannot sell the book. So now you can add it to the restricted batch, which is right here. So you can scan in all of your restricted items and go to the very bottom. You can also select condition. You can change the condition. Go to the very bottom, click on complete shipment and print labels, and then it'll automatically send this shipment to restrictedinventory.com. That's my other business where I sell your textbooks, CDs, DVDs for you at a 50-50 split. A little side note here. This is why it's better to send us restricted inventory instead of sending it directly to Zifit, textbooks.com, or Valor. If you guys use those companies, great. It's awesome to get paid cash, but the cool thing about us is we pay a lot more. Yes, it might take a little bit longer for your textbooks to sell, but we can sell your textbooks for, the FBA price, which is the highest price. You can't sell textbooks for any higher price unless you're in a college bookstore. than the Amazon FBA price. That is the absolute premium price you can sell textbooks for, and that is what we sell. We sell our textbooks there. So this is an actual user. I changed his name to Pete. He sent a ton of textbooks to us, and we actually did some research, and we were like, okay, what if he just sent these to Valor, textbooks.com, or Zipit? He would have made $1,400, $437.25 if he sent them to textbooks.com. He made $9,000 with us. He would have made a little bit more with Zipit, $2,800, which I think twice as much as textbooks.com, and he would have made, a pretty penny with Valor. But with us, he's still making $4,000 more than Valor. And most of these books sold in a couple of months. So he was a little patient, but because he was patient, using restrictedinventory.com, he was able to make an additional $4,000. So that's it, guys. Much love. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and catch you in the next video.